Hello and welcome to Clemetsrud Hallen in Oslo for the fourth game of the 2025 National Indoor Hockey Championships in Norway. Today, at the 2 o'clock time slot, we've got Oslo Sports Club from Oslo, obviously, and making their debut in elite NBF competition, we have Bergen. Very exciting for them to be making their debut. They've been around the traps now for, almost 8 or 9 months. They've been playing at the Trondheim Cup. They made a small appearance at the Open competition in the outdoor championships in September 2024. But this is their first time competing as their own club at an official tournament. So best of luck to them. They'll go in as underdogs today versus Oslo. So I think Oslo will be... It looks like they're not fielding a full strength lineup today, so they'll be hoping that doesn't bite them on the backside later. They're maybe looking to the next round, but let's see if they've been a little bit too complacent. Not quite sure what to expect from Bergen. There's a few players we haven't seen before, so interested to see what they can come up with. So I'm your commentator, Nathan Scrimger. Also joining me in the commentary here is my teammate and fellow board member at Trondheim, Asa Mallon. Welcome, Asa.
Cheers, Nathan. Really interesting contest we have in front of us today. Bergen, as you say, making their debut against an experienced Oslo side, but as you say, perhaps leaving some of their big hitters out this morning, or rather this afternoon. You know, time will tell. Can Bergen give us the shock upset of this championship and get one over in Oslo, or will it be the experienced team led by Cameron Ashraf that comes out victorious today? But really excited to get going. Really big achievement as well for Bergen and for their boss Janina to get to this stage. And I must say I really like their kit as well. Shout out to whoever did that. But yeah, we're just sorting some camera positioning, and then we'll be well on our way. Any standout players or performances you're looking out for today, Nathan?
I think looking at the Oslo team, there's a few well-known names there. We got Kamran Ashraf, who's always a danger in front of goal. Mohib Malik's very solid at the back, and Sherry will run their midfield. On the Bergen team, I'm not entirely familiar with all their players, but I do know that they have. So that Oslo complete their war chant there. But in the middle for Bergen, we have Jordi Hardacre, who is a very tenacious player and is fresh from playing in Finland and winning the tournament there for the Norwegian side. So underway now. Bergen in the yellow, Oslo playing in the black and blue. And Oslo starting with the ball now. Ball down the left, intercepted by Oslo, and they begin to mount their first attack. Here he goes. So there'll be an early short corner there, I think, for Oslo. Well worked down the right, and they managed to find the foot. So setting up now, that'll be Jana Ashraf pushing out. Looks like they've got Sherry on the as the first option on the shot. In goal for Bergen, we got Jay, so this will be his first test. Let's see if he's up to it. Direct shot from the top, saved by Jay. Jackson on the ball now. Moves the ball down the right. Here comes Hardacre. Went it through to Wildermuth. Ashraf John cleans up at the back. Let's see how Bergen's set up here. They're setting up with in a half-court press, it looks like, so pretty standard, looking to see what Oslo are coming with and just playing the waiting game a bit. Let's see if they're able to hold their shape and keep Oslo out.
Yeah, Oslo on top in the early stages, perhaps as expected. They've always been a team that uses sideboards well, and you can see there, their attacking player just gets it before it goes out. What can he do in the corner here? Bergen obviously have to be very careful not dropping them in. Cheeky pass through their legs there, not coming off for the Oslo number 17, which is Aswanjar. Oslo, of course, freshly back from their European exploits in Finland. Didn't get the victory like the women's team did, or the Norwegian women's team, but they did very well in their own right and represented Norwegian hockey very well. Oh, excellent play from Jordi Hardaker up the right-hand side, and I was going to say perhaps a short corner, perhaps unlucky not to get something out of that, but yeah, Nathan touched on it before, really tenacious midfielder, able to break the lines and obviously beat a couple of players as well. But Bergen holding their own in the early stages. An experienced defender in Jackson Thomas at the back, I believe hailing from Australia or New Zealand, perhaps somewhere near you, Nathan? Any idea?
I don't know, he's got a very varied background there. I tried to nail it down, but there's some time in Perth, there's some time in Adelaide, my hometown, there's some time in Melbourne. He's originally from New Zealand, so let's just say he's from the Southern Hemisphere somewhere. That's Jackson Thomas, number 6, playing in left defence at the moment for Bergen. Sherry moves the ball to the right, where Jan runs onto it. He brings the ball in, there's a cross, dangerous cross across the face of the Bergen goal. Cleaned up there as they move forward. That'll be cleaned up again by Oslo. Sherry now trying to regain some control of the game. Moab gets his pocket picked. Doesn't earn the free hit though. Oslo can control and build up through the back now. Bergen happy to let them have the ball that far back. No, haven't seen any sign of any attacking press yet from them. Mohib now brings it down the left. Here's a chance now for Bergen with Wildermuth, but she's unable to control the ball. Sean Ashraf now plays a clever pass into Sherry, who moves into the circle. Earns a free hit just outside. Let's see what they can do. In now by Moab, hits a foot, and that'll be a little bit unlucky there for Bergen, but that'll be a short corner. Easy decision there for the umpire. So here we go. This is their second chance now at goal from a short corner. Let's see what they come up with this time. Looks like they're taking it from the opposite side. So they're changing up their mode of attack. It's still going to be Sherry here on the right shoulder of the circle, who's going to be dictating how they go here. Final instructions there from Jay to his defenders. Out it comes, Sherry. The shot. Ooh, just puts it wide of the right post. But Bergen will be happy with this start. 4 minutes in now, and they've been able to hold Oslo out. Let's see if they can come up with some attacks of their own and really put some pressure on Oslo.
Yeah, and Ashraf back on the ball. Cameron Ashraf now entering the D. Can he get anything out of it? He appeals to Daegu for a short, it looks like. But luck's not on his side on this occasion, and Daegu gives a free out. Cameron Ashraf, the bags man, as I like to call him, because he just always knows where to be when it comes to putting the ball in the back of the net. And quickly after their second short corner, Oslo get a third. Can they turn this early pressure into something? Cameron Ashraf pulling out, it looks like. Jay just giving the final instructions to his defenders, who have put in a solid shift so far. Can they do it again? I feel like I'm a little mystic right now, because as I predicted, Cameron Ashraf, he knows where the net is, and he put it away for a 1-0 lead to Oslo. The Bergen players just entering the Oslo half a little too early on that occasion, Tegu pulling them back. But also probably the well-deserved leaders at this point in the match. Nice goal, I have to say. Cameron Ashraf on the pull-out, receiving the ball back, and then getting over the keeper. Oh, there he is again. Quite the tenacious attacker, I have to say, but always knows where to be. Hopefully you can hear the Oslo supporters in the background shouting "Come in, Oslo, come in." So it's nice to have some atmosphere down at Mortensrud, or rather Clemetsrud Holland today. Any thoughts on what's going to happen in this short corner? Jan Ashraf now shouting up to the commentators, asking for more attention. Unfortunately, most of it's been on his brother on this occasion. Bergen do well to close on that. You'll have noticed it's a little difficult to see what's happening on the channel closest to you because of where the camera is. But yeah, another short corner.
Yeah, bubble trap there, unfortunately, inside the circle, and that's the harsh reality of indoor hockey. That's another short corner. So this is the 5th short corner, I think, already for that Bergen conceded. Quite a few of them just from basic skill errors inside the circle. It's something they'll need to tighten up so they can limit the chances that Oslo have. So here we go again from the right side. Out to Ashraf. Cameron Ashraf, past the left post, and misses. So it's still only 1-0, 6.5 minutes into the first quarter. It's been all Oslo, though. They've had quite a few chances. They'll be looking to... They can't be this wasteful, I think, with their short corners. 1 from 6 is probably not the conversion rate that you need if you're going to go far in this tournament. As they start ringing their first changes now. They're running a small bench today, Oslo. They're giving a few of their older players a bit of a rest, saving their legs for tomorrow. Well, Sherry with some strong running through the midfield. Sets it through for Asfandyar, I think it was, who's unable to get on the end of it. Here we go. So this is number 9 for... and number 17 now. So that's Sebastian Schwab, one of the new players for Bergen, with the beard and the headband and the ponytail at the back there. So that'll be an easy name to remember to link with the face. Let's see how he goes here, holding them out. Oh, straight over the back line there from Cameron. For a wasted opportunity. Jackson a little unsure of what to do at the back there. To put a bit of pressure under his fellow defenseman there. But they managed to come away with it. Now this is number 10, Beatrix White, running away through midfield, but pass intercepted by Jean Ashraf. And it's intercepted again by Sebastian Schwab. Oh, that'll be a free hit there to Oslo. A little bit clumsy there on the way through. Sherry just giving the instructions to his team. Relax a little bit, slow it down. Finds its way down the left boards to Cameron Ashraf. Takes a shot from a tight angle. And well covered there by Jay. having a bit of trouble finding the halfway line. There it is. We go. So I think Oslo would really like another one before quarter time. See if they can just ease the nerves a little bit. I think once they get that, they'll be able to really relax. Long corner. I thought it was long corner. No, it was a free hit from just outside. Free hit coming out for Bergen. Here goes Jackson Thomas. Puts against the boards for Hannah Cooperis. Good ball back in by Cooperis. Thomas has a go, and he's put it in. That makes it 1-1. Great work, Bergen. That's their first attack of the game, and they've made it really count. Fantastic work there from Jackson Thomas, also assisted by Hannah Cooperis. Now, there's a little bit of a surprise, Asa.
Oh, what a finish from Jackson Thomas. I mean, I was thinking to myself, what's going to happen when Bergen break? But my oh my, they've been clinical with that one. Jackson Thomas breaks out. Good cooperation with excuse the buzzer, but good cooperation with the number 11, Hannah Cooperis. Receives the ball back, has a go, and then ends up flicking over the keeper. Great finish off the post. And I think Oslo will regret maybe not capitalising on some of those early short corners. And, you know, a bit of a surprise there. 1-1 at quarter time. But I have to say, really good finish. It just shows that if you're defensively solid at the back and you're clinical up top, you more than stay in the game. So a really interesting contest on our hands with the second quarter coming right up. Will Oslo rue leaving out some of their more experienced players? I see Ahmad on the sidelines here. Will he wish he was kitted up right now? I think Oslo looking somewhat rattled after that late goal. And now we enter the second quarter. Cameron Ashraf starting with the ball. Just starting a little too early. The umpires and the keepers in that instance not all ready. I had a nice speech prepared for quarter time, and that Bergen goal really threw me off. So, a surprise buzzer. I see that the time is in fact wrong, as well as the quarter on the clock. We're on 20 minutes in the third quarter, but perhaps the secretariat is sorting that whilst we move on in the second quarter. Maybe just something to fix at halftime. 10 minutes too much, but now we're starting again formally. Patient build-up play from Oslo at the back. Passing between the defenders, waiting for that moment. Say Oslo are usually very good in utilising the sideboards. I'm interested to see they attempt the one-touch pass up the line, but Bergen intercept and then unfortunately give it away themselves. Thoughts in the second quarter, Nathan?
Yeah, I'll be really interested to see how Oslo respond here. You can go one of two ways. They either get woken up by that goal and really start to take more advantage of their chances, or they start to lose their mettle a little bit and give Bergen a few more chances. Get a little bit too desperate and maybe want it a little bit too much. So we'll see how they go. At the moment, they seem to have things pretty much under control. Mistrap there by Kamran. Umpire Shabir there, not happy with something, not sure what. Ball down the left, well cut out by Mohib. On his reverse stick. Here comes Hardacre through the middle. Has her pocket picked by Mohib, who releases down the left. So it's two contrasting clubs, really. We got Oslo, who are a very family-oriented club. You look at their list, and there's a few families that stick out prominently there, as opposed to Bergen, which are lovely pass through the legs there. As opposed to Bergen, who are a cosmopolitan club made up of a lot of different nationalities. I can see Germans, I can see New Zealanders, I can see Australians, I can see Dutch out there, English. So we'll see which club makeup comes out on top today. Free hit there to Oslo. Which must be taken there. Long ball. Oh, it's a nice ball there. Should have been trapped, but unable to get onto it. Or poor pass there. That'll be a short corner. A poor pass there from Villain to Jackson Thomas, who was unable to control the ball, and Cameron with some good pressure there to earn another short corner, which I think that would make their 7th of the game. Let's see if they can improve their conversion rate. At the moment, it sits at 1 and 6.
Tensions between the Oslo team. They also try and repeat what brought them success in the first quarter with that Cameron Ashcroft goal, but the keeper wiser this time and ready to block that shot. Have to say the first couple of minutes for Oslo in this quarter have been full of aggression, let's say. I think perhaps reeling after the Bergen equaliser late in the first quarter. Be interesting to see if Bergen can weather the storm though and hold them off for another couple of minutes. My co-commentator Nathan's just seeing what interaction from the fans. Familiar face in Panda Faceplant here. Wolf. Wolf is back. Saying "Come in, Bergen." So it seems that a lot of fans coming here for Bergen. We have some support from Ian Jeffcott saying, "Well done, Jackson. Come on, JM, keep it up." So perhaps in the early stages we have a lot of support from Bergen, but maybe a little bit of support in the hall itself for Oslo. Ooh, quite a physical tackle, I must say, for Bergen. And is that going to be a card given, or maybe Daegu just indicating that was the second time Jackson Thomas had done that, seemingly to indicate that he dropped the elbow in, and on this occasion a short corner. Probably the right call in my book as well. A very physical tackle.
Yeah, a little lucky there. He'd just come on again. He did pick up a green card earlier in this quarter. I don't know, maybe a little bit of leniency there from umpire Daegu. Could have been looking at a yellow for his second offence. But here we go again. Another short corner. Here we go. Shot well saved by Jay. Another save by Jay. It's 2 in a row. Well done. And Hardacre gets it out. Oslo looks to apply the pressure again. Free hit outside. Here comes Sherry. Misplaced pass there. Just gives Bergen a moment to breathe and push out. Cameron pushes the ball down the left boards. Sherry on it now. Finds him at the top. There comes a shot on the back stick. It was not a bad effort at all. He managed to get some decent power on that for the back stick. But unfortunately for Oslo, just past the right post. I feel like Bergen are going to be a little bit tighter with their passes at the back there. There's a few times they're putting themselves under pressure. Great skill there from Voom, I think it is. Number 9 there for... no, hang on. Tony Burton, I think that was, with some skill down the right. Out by Beatrix White.
I should clarify here that Wolf never left, as he'd like to correct me in the chat. I was more saying that perhaps it was nice to hear from him again, as he's not here with us today. But hopefully in the near future, Wolf will be back on the court, meaning business, I'm sure. Also, yet again, with a lot of the ball, can they turn that into a second goal? A shot from Cameron Ashraf, and then wide. Jay, the Bergen goalkeeper, seeming quite pumped up after yet another save. Really good performance from the big man. Number 8, Cecilia Voom, trying a give and go with herself, not coming off on this occasion. Also, yet again with the patient build-up play, Jan Ashraf sitting in the right back position. Ball up through the middle, Cameron Ashraf being patient. Yeah, probably just playing back. Safety first. I think Jan Ashraf lucky to get away with that, even though the ball bobbled up off his stick. Daegu being kind and letting the play just move on. I think Jackson Thomas has to be pretty careful for the remainder of this match. Nathan mentioned that he was perhaps lucky to get away with or without a card earlier on. He's already been green carded and warned quickly after coming on by Daegu that need to be careful with his physical tackles. Jan Ashraf attempting a fancy pass through the legs, not coming off, and Bergen clear. With just over 2 minutes left of this quarter, I have to say the contest is becoming more and more appealing the further we go. Looking at some comments in the chat, I think the supporters of Bergen are perhaps most of the viewers we have today, or at least most of the commentators, with Wolf and Ian Jeffcott saying good job and good save, Jay. Equally, Panda Faceplant is saying Jay is doing amazing. Me and the doggos are very proud, and yeah, I think rightfully so. Excellent performance thus far.
Yeah, he's made quite a few saves. He's keeping Bergen in this. Good to have the support of the dogs as well. I'm sure they're sitting there glued to the TV right now. Also, nice to see Sarah there as well, another Bergen player who we saw at the Trondheim Cup. Sorry you can't be here today. Just over a minute left, and here comes Bergen. They've got another chance now. Can they be as clinical as last time? There's a save from Moon. Now there's a chance now for Oslo to break. Bergen will be very disciplined in their defence. Oslo want to be taking, big swinging pass in, unable to find the target. Oslo got to look for those chances there. Bergen had committed 3 or 4 forward, but were able to get back and defend as well. This could be a great work by Jay to keep it in and prevent the long corner. Gets back in goal in time here. What can Oslo do? 40 seconds left in the quarter. Short corner. Oh, a little unlucky there. Just a little bit sloppy on the ball out. Lifted it out. I think Daegu apologises, but he doesn't really have an option there. It was just got under that clearing hit out of the circle.
Perhaps fatigue kicking in there for Sebastian Schwab. Did well to stop the Oslo attack, but then, yeah, bit of a hospital pass outside of the D. Obviously lifting the ball in indoor hockey is not allowed, and you did it inside of the D, resulting in a short corner. Also just seeming to mix things up. Cameron Ashraf no longer the injector. Let's see what Jay and his defence can do about it. And wide. Beatrix very quick getting out there and really closed down the angle for the Oslo attack. Just under 20 seconds to go until half time. Bergen sloppily give the ball away, but the number 15, Guillaume Villain, does very well to get back after his error. And that is half-time. Probably a result at half-time no one really expected, given the experience of Oslo and their recent exploits in European competitions. But yeah, what an effort from Bergen thus far, and the tie is very much still there for the taking. Oslo players perhaps coming off a little shock themselves. Bergen a little more triumphant at this stage, but plenty of hockey in the tank, and yeah, I'm looking forward to the second half. A few minutes break here, and then we're straight back into things.
Yeah, and just a word from our sponsors. We're very thankful to them for their support of Norwegian hockey. I don't know what it would look like if they weren't here, but it wouldn't be as good as it looks today. So thank you to Lux Investment Group, to Luger, to Big Bite, to Chaska, a restaurant in Soli, and our main partner, Lux, again. Thank you to you guys, and please support our sponsors. They support us. We'll be back in a few minutes for the second half. And we're back for the second half now. Just to quickly go through the first few results from today. This is the fourth quarter final. We had Mask A versus Mask B earlier, with Mask A running our easy winners. We had Furuset versus Sagana, don't quite remember the score there. I think it might have been 9-4 to Furuset. And then we had Kringshaw running out 11-1 winners over Trondheim. Tough result with Trondheim, but not completely unexpected, given Kringshaw's dominance over the course of this season. Getting ready here, a little bit slow with Jay getting in goals in position here. And some face masks getting exchanged. Ready to go. So we're 1-1 going into the third quarter. Still pretty relaxed from Oslo at half-time at their team talk, so we'll see if they change anything or if they're going to just keep on applying the pressure. You do feel that with the amount of short corners that they've had, they really should have a lead on their hands, but they've been a bit wasteful, and there's been some good saves and some good defence to keep Bergen in it. Let's see if Bergen can keep going. Oh, coming down the left, there's an accidental trip there from Wildermuth. I think referee accepts that was an accident. Ball comes in. Well done there by Vilan to clear it out. Here comes Wildermuth now. She's the founder and the leader of this club. She's done a great effort building that club up from scratch over the last couple of years, and wouldn't it be a great reward for her for Bergen to notch up a big result here in their first elite game in NBF competition? Here we go, into the circle now. This looks dangerous from Oslo. Well defended there by Thomas. That was good there from Oslo. They managed to break it through the left and actually get a man free in the circle, but unable to find the cross. Here comes Ashraf down the right. Finds his brother there near the top of the circle, and another top save there from Thomas. From Jay. Unfortunately, the ball went up off him, and it's going to have to be, or maybe it was played in the air. So that will be a short corner again to Oslo. Let's see if they've had a talk about these at half-time. What have they got? They must have had about 10 now, I think. So they'd really want to be improving their conversion rate up from 10%. We got Mohib lining up for the shot at the top. And it comes. Might have been a break from Bergen, not called. Save there from Jay. Move to the left. Here comes Cameron. Tries to shoot through Thomas. Makes the tackle. Does well and puts it onto Cameron's foot. So there's a free hit to Bergen. Well defended there by both Jay and Jackson Thomas. Ooh, intercepted on the way out. That could be a free hit coming in. It is. Bergen really got to tighten up with some of their passes around the back. There's been a constant source of pressure there from Oslo when they've been able to intercept or put some pressure on the defenders. We go now. Free hit to Bergen. Here they go. Thomas down the right. Goal scorer for Bergen today. Here he goes. There'll be a green card there for Asfandia for not getting 3 metres. Chance now for Bergen with a 5-on-4 situation for the next 60 seconds. Once again, a little bit wasteful with the passes around the back, but they managed to get on the ball now. Great tackle there from Mohib. Now they've got a 2-on-2 situation. Can they score a short-handed goal? Here he goes. What's the call? We're still playing. Coming out. I think he shot into the player who was right in front of him. We'll have a little bit of a discussion here between the umpires. Guillaume Vian there looks to be okay. I think he might be a little bit unlucky. He was in front of the shot there, but they're saying that he blocked the shot with his body, and that'll be a short corner. He might have taken one right where you don't want to get one, actually. He's okay. He's up again. But a short corner's been called. So well done there by Mohib, making the tackle, making the run through the midfield, taking the shot. And now he's fancying himself for another shot on goal here, lining up at the top. So it would be kind of a little bit ironic if Oslo score here after pressing with 5 for the whole game, and then suddenly they score on the counter with 4. Maybe that's something they'll have to try more. Get sent off and score more goals. Let's see if it happens. Mohib moves it out left. There's a shot. Good save on the line there by Jackson Thomas again. Long corner, Oslo.
The Great Wall of Bergen in action again, with yet another defensive shutout after a short corner. Jackson Thomas having a hell of a game here. Perhaps has to be on his best behaviour after some talking to from the umpires, but having a really good defensive showing, and obviously showing off a little bit with his attacking prowess as well. Bergen really, let's say, being patient with when they choose to break. Obviously Oslo having a lot of the ball here, but a really good lesson in game management in front of us today. I think the longer this goes on, perhaps Oslo will grow more and more frustrated, particularly after Asfan Yar just received a card, so he'll have to be on his best behaviour as well. Jan Ashraf perhaps deciding to crack jokes in the third quarter, appealing for a short there for no apparent reason. And now the big man's on the ball. He dribbles a pass into his brother, which is then given us a short corner. A very harsh call, I have to say. And Sebastian Schwab is equally as surprised as I am. I think if that's the call moving forward, everyone will be screaming for it if Oslo do the same thing. But yeah, I think on balance, quite a harsh call. I don't think it was deliberate by any stretch to put that ball out. Michi Schmidt seemingly in agreement, sitting to the left of me. Michi, unrelated to this commentary, says that she has scratches from her mask, but she bought them, so that's her problem. Oh, the Great Wall of Jay. Oh, Jay again. Where would Bergen be without Jay? I don't know, because the amount of times that man has stopped the ball. Oh, on the line! Again? Again? I'm losing my voice here. Oh, what a showing. And Jackson Thomas on the attack again. Lifted by Jan Ashraf. That is surely Bergen's ball again, but oh my. What a showing. Oh, Bergen seemingly have a chance at an open goal, but my goodness. A goal-mouth scramble with Jay at the heart of it once more. Is that 3-4 stops on the line? I think the editing department will have to look at that on the replays. Measured from Jackson Thomas inside the D, but giving it away to the Oslo attacker. And that is given us a short corner. The Bergen players unfortunately not allowing the Oslo attackers room. Of course, in indoor hockey you always have to leave a channel for them to pass the ball out of, and Bergen fell foul of that rule on this occasion. I'm losing track of the short corners in this game. Logic would dictate that only time will tell before they capitalise on one of them, but Bergen still full of beans at this stage in the third quarter, showing that they can break, and as we saw in the first quarter with Jackson, they can score. Jay having some technical problems down here, so Sebastian Schwab taking his time before going behind the line. And now we're all set up for the umpteenth short corner. Oh, and another save. Not as impressive as last time, but getting the job done and keeping the ball out of the net. That's the name of the game. Cameron Ashraf on the ball here. Another save by Jay. He may as well stay on the floor at this stage because he's down there saving so much. And now I hear some other people in the hall shouting towards him.
Yeah, a bit unconventional, but getting someone away every time.
I mean, looking at Sebastian here, I don't know if we have player of the match performances, but Jay's certainly more than halfway there in terms of getting that award on this occasion. Just looking at the comments here, Wolf in agreement saying, what a goalie. Panda Faceplant saying 10 out of 10 goalie, and I'm sure the doggos are in agreement. We have another short corner. Oh, and this time Oslo take advantage of all those short corners and slot it away at the near post. Excellent finish, I must say. Bergen, I think, probably pushing their luck a little too far, racking up short corners. I think in indoor hockey they are the best opportunity to score, and Oslo took their time, but they showed that 2 goals from 2 short corners. Of course, they probably had about 20 out of that, but they're 2-1 up with 3 minutes to go, just over in the third quarter. I must say, Krishna from Kringshaw is doing an excellent job on the camera work today, so special shout out to him. I know it's not an easy job when it's quite a fast moving game going back and forward, but hopefully the fans are enjoying his handiwork. Sloppy pass from Sebastian Schwab there, straight into the midfield of Oslo. Oslo score their second goal, and hopefully you're in the background, but their supporters are taking it up a notch, trying to drown out any support from Bergen. But Nathan, thoughts? Oslo ahead?
Yeah, it was a matter of time. I think you can't give away that many short corners and expect to get away with it every time. I must say the noise from the Oslo fans in the stadium is being matched by the noise being made by the Bergen fans in the chat. Do wake those dogs up. I hope the dog sleeping is not where the power of Jay comes from. Oslo now down the right. Here comes Sherry. Oh, that could be a short corner, I believe. Oh, very lucky there.
Give him the last one.
I would. I thought it might have been deliberately played over the back there by Guillaume, but here we go. Oslo with another chance. 1.5 minutes left in the third quarter. Also down the left, here's Cameron Ashraf, weighing up his options. Penned in there, tries to go through. I don't think that's going to work. Be better served recycling that ball out through the back, I think. Oslo keeping the press up, pushing 3 forward. No call. Cameron keeps on going into the circle. Manages to keep it. It goes out, and we've got a Bergen ball. A little bit of confusion from the players there. But yes, a big ball for Bergen coming out. Here comes White. And down the right. Blocked by Mohib, but lifted in the process. And this ball's going to have to come out to the right. Let's see. Bergen going to fancy their chances. Let's see what they do now. If they're going to push out a little bit and see if they can nick an equaliser. It won't be this time as Oslo push forward again. Good work by John Ashraf, who finds a foot, and we've got yet another short corner. Yeah, I've run out of fingers. I think I'm running out of toes soon to count these short corners. It's 0 for Bergen on that count. Maybe getting up towards 15, 16, I think, for Oslo. They've managed to convert 2 of those. Both the times they've succeeded in converting it, they've brought it back out towards the injector. Let's see if they continue that. Direct shot at goal, just misses. To the left, maybe slightly over as well from wasn't a world away, that one. Quickly taken by Bergen. Here's number 9, Tony Bootham, with the ponytail there, coming down the right. Unable to find a target, and that's the 3/4 time buzzer there. Score is 2 to Oslo, 1 to Bergen. 10 minutes to play, and we've still got a game on our hands here. Perhaps not what everyone expected before this, with the experienced and very successful Oslo team up against the debutants in this competition, Bergen.
Yeah, some really great viewing for the neutral. I don't think we have so many neutral fans watching today, but certainly for anyone not emotionally invested in this game, it's a great advert for hockey, and certainly Norwegian hockey. More to the point, I think with 10 minutes to go, Bergen's still very much in this game, but given the amount of short corners and the amount of pressure Oslo have had in the last 6-7 minutes at least, the onus would certainly be on them to get a third goal. But all you need is one chance, and for the Bergen faithful, I'm sure all the people in the chat have their fingers and toes crossed as we move into the fourth quarter. Krishna, the camera person, really appreciates the encouragement, Panda Face Man, so thank you for that. The number 8, Cecilia, I believe, from Bergen, going to do the sporting gesture of giving them the ball in the fourth quarter, and then encouraged against it from the level-headed Jordy Hardacre. Probably at this point in the game, in such a competitive contest, it's not something you want to do, to give the ball away deliberately at the start of the fourth quarter. Jackson Thomas picking it up again, as he has done so much throughout this game. I think it's important to have an experienced head at the back, and certainly he's proved that thus far. But Bergen are perhaps opting for a more attacking press in the final quarter. Cecilia doing very well to snip the ball back, and Jordy Hardacre trying to control the ball and then off the keeper out for a long corner. We have some new people in the chat. De la Suite Dons Le ID, Go Bergen, and Sunray says hello. Hello to you too. What a contest we have. Really good play from Cameron Ashraf up the right hand side, but just no attacking friends close enough to the ball to scoop that one up. He appeals for the short corner and gets it. Yet another one for Oslo. I think you got to say maybe on another day it's not given, but you really can't argue against it if you swipe the stick in that action and the ball goes out directly. Sorry, I'm getting abuse from the audience here. The immature Thomas Ulving from Trondheim is making comments that are ill-natured and untrue. Also take the short corner, comes off the foot of the captain, I believe, and Bergen regain control with just over 8 minutes to go. I think all neutrals are sitting here wondering, can Bergen get some attacking play in the second half, or not in the second half, in the attacking half, but thus far been pretty unsuccessful. I think perhaps Bergen's main issue is that they defend quite well and they pick up a lot of the ball and maybe the 50-50s, but as soon as they try to break out of their own D, they just give the ball straight back, meaning that you can't get rid of the pressure and that you just get more tired, and yet again another short corner. What do you think Bergen can do in the remaining couple of minutes, Nathan?
Well, hopefully they're not giving away too many short corners. I think the umpire's arms are about to fall off. They've been lifting him so often. But apart from that, they've got to... I don't know. They've got to see what happens. If we get down to the last, say, 4 minutes, they've got to start pressing out and seeing what they got there. It might open them up, but it's now or never. It doesn't matter if they lose by 3 or 4 goals. It's the same result as losing by 1 goal. So, yeah. So there's another save there on the short corner. Quite unbelievable, the number of saves. I think Oslo moving forward, if they do progress, they're going to have to come up with something else there. Maybe they've got some more options, other players to come in to who maybe are a little bit more clinical on the shooting on short corners. Big cheer goes up from Jay, trying to rev his team up for the last 7 minutes of this quarter. Cameron now down the right, brings it in. Another stop from Thomas. Nicked though by, I think it's Asfanjar there. Out it comes. Nice little leave there. Opens up down the left side now. Bobble trap from Cameron Ashraf. And down the right now. Here goes Cecilia Voom. Lifted by an Oslo player on the way through. So here's a chance for Bergen. Maybe they want to see if they can hold on to the ball a little bit. See if they can move Oslo around a bit. Tire them out. Most of their attacking play, the few times they have got it forward, it's been through counter-attacks. Haven't really seen them hang on to the ball for 3, 4, 5 passes and build up some combinations. Have to see if that's in their repertoire here. Cameron turns. He'll get a short corner there. It's very, very well played. Bit of a hack of a tackle there from Sebastian Schwab. And, yeah, I'm pretty sure we're up to 20 short corners now. It has to be. But, I don't know, maybe this is their tactic. They know they've got them covered on short corners. It is preferable to give away a short corner than a shot on goal often. So they've done very, very well. Out now, shot by Sherry, and that's in. Clinical. Where has that been all game? He's roofed that and given Jay no chance. I'm not sure he's not happy about something, Jay, but it looked pretty straightforward to me there. It was a very nice shot from Sherry to make it 3-1 and maybe edge Oslo towards safety, although you never know in indoor hockey. It can turn around very quickly. But really the onus is on Bergen now to start to come out of their shell a little more and see if they can put the pressure back on Oslo.
Really tidy finish there from Oslo to go 3-1 in front, I think. With just over 5 minutes ahead, it is a challenge for Bergen, but you know, you can comfortably score 2 goals in 30 seconds. But really, since they scored, they haven't done anything particularly interesting. And what another save from Jay. I don't even know how he got to that one, to be honest. It was at the back end of his right foot and then squeezes out. I think, yeah, what a performance.
It's amazing. That one, I don't think he knew much about that one. That's hit his back heel through his legs and gone just past the post. He's, yeah, I wouldn't find his technique in the textbook, I don't reckon, but my God, it's effective. So here we go. Oslo now coming down the right. Ball from Jan. More defence, good defence there from Hardacre. They're pressing a little bit harder now, Oslo. This could be an interesting last few minutes as they roll the dice. Let's see what they got. We got 4 minutes left in the game. It's 3-1 to Bergen. To Oslo. My apologies. Three and a half now left in the game. Here comes, well cut out there by Jean Ashraf. He's had a solid game at the back. Here comes Sherry. He's going to shoot from there, and it's been saved again by Jay. almost caught between his pads. I think in the confusion there he may have obstructed, and we have short corner. What's the highest number you know, Asa? Yeah, but it's
probably about a third of the way there.
yeah. We'll see if they've been keeping stats on this. I'll actually be interested to see. Actually, maybe I can check that out. I'll go do that and let Asa take over here.
I think it's probably some kind of record. But certainly, whilst it's looking like Oslo will go through, I think they have some homework to do. No. Going for the bottom left corner this time. Jay, the goalkeeper, getting some support from the crowd, but certainly with so many short corners this game, if Oslo are to go through, they need to perhaps approach it a little differently in the next round. And it's looking now currently that Bergen will face Trondheim in sort of a 5th to 8th playoff, I believe it is. So that'll be on at 5:15 this afternoon. It seems that Nathan might have an answer for me. Okay, he just confirmed that also have had 19 short corners, and so that's quite an impressive undertaking. Of course, very good of them to win it, but I think some of the Bergen defensive work has been a little suspect at times, so they're almost getting short corners for free. And Ashraf demanding the ball as he sees some space down the right-hand side. Takes the shot, but getting a lick from his brother that he perhaps should have put it across the goal and not going for the glory himself. 2 minutes to go here. Bergen haven't really had much attacking action since they scored in the first quarter, and again they really just have a difficulty getting out. And they're very good in their own D, albeit giving away a lot of short corners, but stringing passes outside the D has proved problematic. Off the foot of Wildermuth, and the referee then pulls it back. I think that Oslo attacker either ignored the whistle or somehow didn't hear it. But again, Jay on the line, and then he kicks it over the back line. Cameron Ashraf appeals for the short corner. Regardless of the scoreline, it looks like he's having a great time. And so he should after an excellent performance, albeit it looks like Bergen will not be going through to the winning semi-final portion of the draw. Oh. Also spreading the ball well around the back and then up into the left side, but lifting the ball, and therefore Bergen once again have it. Oh. They did manage to break out, but committed a foul in the process. So 30 seconds to go, and Ashraf back on the ball. Jay sliding to keep the ball in, and Jackson Thomas looks relieved as he then passes it out. 10 seconds to go here. I think Oslo were looking quite relaxed at this point. They know that the game's in the bag. Perhaps getting a little sloppy there, but that is full time here in Clements Holland. I think both teams getting a lot of support from around the hall. I must say it's been a really interesting spectacle, a great debut for Bergen, and yeah, also sail through to the semi-finals.
I don't know, sail, coming home with a wet sail at least. There was they got a lot more than they bargained for in that game. Oh, yep, okay. Yep. Yeah, so yeah. So we'll just get our word from our sponsors now. So thanks again to them, especially our main sponsor, the Lux Investment Group. To Luger, Big Bite, Chuska Restaurant, and Lux Finance. So, yeah, just to fill you in on the progression through the tournament so far, we had wins for Mask A, for Furuset, for Kringshaw and for Oslo. So all the favourites getting through, although maybe not quite in the fashion they expected. Those teams will play off against each other tomorrow, starting in the morning. There'll be some placement games coming up later, starting at, I believe, around 4 o'clock. So that'll start with Mask B versus Sagana, and then we'll see Bergen back in action at 5:15 as they take on their friendly rivals Trondheim in what should be a great game as well. So please do join us later in the day. Do keep up with the progress of the tournament at fih.hockey/TMS/Norway. You'll find that link on the socials, I hope. Yeah, any final comments, Asa, before we sign off?
No, I think you hit the nail on the head there. All I'd say is a really great outward for Norwegian hockey. Something for the neutral, an excellent debut for Bergen in Indoor NM, and really whets the appetite for more hockey this weekend. So Oslo go through, another game for Bergen later on today, and definitely an exciting day tomorrow as we find out who's going to be the champion. And I think that's about it from us. Tune in a little later on for the placement games. Cheers.
Okay, he's got to do it because I got to umpire now, right? No. Wait. Am I umpiring? No, I've got his game off. No, I can't do it. So we'll have a couple of the Oslo players here coming for an interview. So it's Asfanjar, right? Yeah. And sorry. Yep. All right. So we have Asfanjar and Kaif here. We'll just get you guys on camera. Just a second.
He said no camera.
Oh, no camera. No. We're doing this. We'll just do voice only. So yeah. What do you guys think about that result? What were you expecting before the game? And what do you think now?
Can I take a Norwegian?
Yeah, we can snakke norsk there.
Okay. Nei, det var bra kamp. Litt treg start, men vi fikk oss der til slutt. Og det var bra kamp overalt på banen, og gutta ga 100.
Noen kommentar, Kaif?
Ja, jeg synes gutta spilte veldig bra. Jeg synes Bergen ga en veldig god kamp. Og jeg er veldig stolt over laget og ser frem til neste kamp.
Dere fikk til slutt 19 penalty corners. Hva syns du må... Jeg tror du skåret fra 2 eller 3. Hva må endres hvis dere skal skåre litt mer?
Første er at vi må skåre mer short corners, det er første. Kanskje trene litt mer på det, og så må vi skåre litt mer på banen, og ikke bare være avhengig av short, da, selvfølgelig.
Jeg synes vi må være mer selvsikre og vi har en god taktikk for å få de målene inn da.
Har du noen kommentarer om keeperen for Bergen?
Ja, veldig bra keeper, entusiastisk. Og vi ønsker de bare det beste videre. Jeg tror vi tar bilder.
Ja, takk gutter, og lykke til videre med resten av turneringen. Takk, ha det. Okay. That'll be it for our coverage for now. We'll be back later in the day. Let me just check when the next game is. It's next game will be at 4:30 Oslo time. So do join us again in 1.5 hours.